Grab your pen and your paper. Okay, we're going to go deeper as always. So let's get started. Okay, so I have my notes. There are a couple of things I want to cover before I go into the technical aspects of today's session. We're going to go quite technical today. The first question I have for you, okay, ready? Are you controlling your mind or is your mind controlling you? Trick question, right? Before I go into the technical aspects today, there are two things I want to unpack, right? And I want you to consider. Are you controlling your mind or is your mind controlling you? This is so important because you are not your mind. There has to be, like, there's an exercise you have to do where you have to separate your identity from what your mind is doing, what it's thinking, what it's processing. Okay, so that's the first thing I want to do today before I go deeper into the technical aspects of the image you see on the screen, the PowerPoint presentation for today's session. Are you controlling your mind or is your mind controlling you? Big difference. Big difference. Because if you're controlling your mind, it means you have the power, you've unlocked the power to be in charge of your life. If your mind is controlling you, you are a subject of your own imagination. Okay? You've not done the work. So that's the first thing to unpack. Think about, I'll give you time. I'm going to pace myself today because there's going to be a need for deep thinking, deep processing. We're not going to race through today's session. It's too important. Your mind is a tool. However, if you don't exercise your power over your own mind, if you're not in control of your mind, if you're not the one telling your mind what you want, listen, an untrained, uncontrolled mind has already hijacked your life because it is the gateway into your physical manifestation. We're going deeper. Usually I start with something we can all understand, then I go deeper and take you to higher consciousness. So the first question is, are you controlling your mind or is your mind controlling you? And the difference is that if your mind is controlling you, okay, you will feel like you're not in control of your life. Again, I'm not going to rush today's session. It's going to simmer. We're going to digest it. We're going to cook. I want you to slow down. The way you're going to enjoy today's session is to really, really slow down. Because part of what's happening today is that people's minds are racing at a speed that is beyond comprehension. Meaning you're not really taking things in, you're not digesting information, you're not processing information. And because of that, you're not extracting, okay, the richness, okay, that will make your life advance faster. Thinking is a slow process, okay? Making decisions, the most beneficial decisions requires you to consider your thoughts, to bring in more data before you decide. But the human mind is being trained to be hasty, restless, and this drives a lot of the anxiety, confusion, on and on, is that you are using your mind the way it was not designed to be used. If you are moving with speed, attempting to scroll, scheme, rush here, that's not efficiency. It's not. That's not an efficient way to use your mind. You are just overloading the system and you're not giving it time to process. Imagine if when you eat food, you're constantly eating food and nobody has told you to slow down and let the food digest. Okay? The mind loves quietness, thinking, processing, because that's where it extracts the instruction to direct your life. So if you don't slow down and you are hasty, you are rushing your mind to produce results it doesn't even understand. So it releases a lot of hormones and toxic stuff that causes emotional dysregulation. The speed at which you're using your mind is is what's causing restlessness. So what you experience in your body, okay, is a signal to what's going on in your mind. If you are restless, it's because you are using your mind in a way that is creating restlessness. If you have anxiety, right, is that the output, the production, the creation of the human mind are your emotions, your energy charge, right? How energy runs through you, in and out of you. It is created by how you're using your mind. So, one of the biggest tips, one of the tips today, okay, is to take better care. Okay, the way you care for your car, the way you care for your computer, the way you care for your phone, where you are gentle, you want it to be well. Sure, please, that's the way you need to care for your mind. Don't be using it in an erratic way to go here, go there, go there, go there, go there, skimming, and then ask it to process and give you a reality. The reality to give you is the one you gave it. So we're going deeper. Okay. So are you controlling your mind, or is your mind controlling you? Is that when you think about the thoughts that is running through your mind, do you feel like you're in control? Like you can choose your thoughts? Okay. Because if you can choose your thoughts, then definitely you can choose your life, your physical experience. And what I have found, and this is why I teach the way I do in my school, toyinumesivi.academy, the side of you that has the power to go head to head with your mind is your heart. We're going deep. Okay. When I say heart, not the physical heart, the place of your energy. You have an energy processing system. Your mind processes information, but your life flows, right? Jesus would say, guard your heart. Out of it flows the issues of your life. Is that you have a center, an energy center. Okay. Yes. When I use the word energy, you're an energy being. You eat food to extract energy. You burn energy. You consume energy, and you transfer energy. If you punch somebody, you are transferring your energy. You're applying force. You're transferring it, right? So you're an energy being. Let's get that. How you use your energy, okay, ought to be your decision. Your mind is the number one system that uses your energy to produce and create. If your mind is stronger than your heart, you're not in control. It hijacks, it forces you. If your mind is stronger than you at your soul level, it means you don't have agency, and anything that passes through your mind is going to be created in your body. And so your emotions, your feelings are as erratic as what's going on in your mind. Okay, I'm laying the foundation for today, and it's very, very transformational. Okay, so what does that mean? Being in control of your mind requires you to actually be in control of your release of energy, the decision making process on what you're going to be thinking. Okay, so I'll stop that there. But again, think about this. Is your mind in control of you, or are you in control of your mind? And being able to separate yourself from your mind is one of the exercises. It's one of the important things you have to do, because your power lies with you. But if you don't know that you are powerful and you are sleeping on the job, then your mind moves on to autopilot until you wake up and take back your power. I said a lot there. So let's say you're driving a car. Okay, let me even use, I want to be more practical. Okay, so let's say your car is self-driving, which it is. The mind is self-driving. Okay, if it shifts on autopilot, it will be going in the direction you set it without your intervention. You're not in control. You've set the destination with your belief system. This is where you want to go. You put it in your GPS. Now your mind is moving through life, turning right, turning left, right, stopping, going at its own will. because you have given it the power. You gave it the power. You gave it permission to run your life. If you do not like where it is going, what it is creating, how it is behaving, you need to move it from autopilot and take your power back and say, you know what? I'm going to drive this now. I'll be more conscious. I don't trust you. Right? That's when you need to say, oh, this is a bumpy ride. Where are you taking me, mind? Or it has taken you to a place on autopilot and you're like, I don't like this. How did we arrive here? Do you have that experience where you wonder, how did I arrive here? The conditions. Yeah, you were sleeping while your mind was driving. Okay. And usually your mind uses your past to create your present. And if you don't interrupt that process today, in this moment, if you don't change your belief system, listen, tomorrow looks like today. The mind loves repeat, right? It is programmed to keep on repeating, okay, what you say you want, what it believes you want, and it manifests at that level. So that's the first consciousness, right? I want you to have before we go again more technical. Are you in control of your mind, or is your mind in control of you? Is who is driving? Autopilot, or are you engaged in life? Because if you do nothing, trust me, the programming of your past, your mind just uses it. You wake up when you used to wake up, you sleep when you used to sleep, you do the things you do every day, you eat the food you've always been eating, you go to the places you've always been going, you read the books, the types of books you read, like nothing new. Your mind will not ask you to make a new decision. Your mind will not introduce anything new to you because autopilot doesn't want to wake you up. When a pilot puts the plane on autopilot, he wants to sleep. The plane will not wake the autopilot up, the pilots, right? Once you put your plane on autopilot, you set the destination, you give it coordinates, it's going, it will be going until you wake up. Now, if there is a turbulence and you, the pilot, don't wake up, sometimes the plane can shift from autopilot and start going down. Some things can happen in life where your mind is like confused. That's when you need to grab the steering wheel and get into the driver's seat of your life and say, you know what? I'm going to drive. And in order for you to do that work well, there are several skills you need to have. Those are covered in the human design classes in my school. There are 7 classes, and it has a lot to do with your place of energy, processing your emotions, your place of energy, right? Energetics, right? Is that all the power, all the energy, your life force that the mind has been using to do this and do that and create anxiety, chaos, confusion, loss. You now need to start unraveling. Yeah, you now need to start untangling the entanglements. Okay, so that's number 2. Is that depending on how you answered number 1, are you in control of your life, or your mind is in control of you? Are you in control of your mind, or your mind is in control of you? Based on how you answer it, the next thing really is, do you listen to your thoughts, your vibrations, your sensations? Do you process yourself? Because if it's on autopilot, your mind has been busy hijacking energy, creating conditions in your body, right? Emotions, realities that may or may not please you. And so, if you are honest with yourself right now, part of the reality, before I go deeply again into, I'm just laying the foundation. Welcome, everyone. Thank you for joining. We have a slide that I'm going to be covering shortly, but I'm laying the foundation. I see comments already coming in. Grand evening. Absolutely welcome. There are new people in the space. Welcome. Like, subscribe, share, invite more people. I'm building on previous editions, right? You're a powerful being. Unlock your power to prosper. I'm laying the foundation before I take you to higher dimensions. Okay. I want to always make sure we are on the same page before I start going into the advanced stuff. So number 2, do you listen to your thoughts? Do you listen to your vibrations, your desires, your hopes, dreams, aspirations? Do you listen to your senses, your physical senses? Why is this important? I'm going to bring some science into this now. So there's something called disassociation. When we in the mind body connection space, right? Is that your mind your body, is that what I have found for those who have not done this work, this inner work, many people neck down. Guys, follow me. This is powerful. This is important for your life. Neck down, neck up. Many people neck down, they are numb. Numb. Okay? Many reasons: unprocessed emotions, trauma, triggers, feelings, emotions, stuff, right? That is going on neck down in your physical body, that sometimes people want to escape their body because you're not in control. Listen, if your mind has been in control and it has been thinking all kinds of random thoughts, thoughts of fears, thoughts of confusion, thoughts of limitations, you don't have this, you cannot do this, you cannot do that, all of that type of thinking produces a type of feeling, sensation, embodiment that may not be pleasant, that may be painful. And because of that dysregulated state, many people want to disappear. This is very, very deep stuff. That's why I said, welcome. Let's just start and we'll start unpacking this thing. Before I go into your place of power, is that the reason you need this power, okay, is because many people have not been exercising their power. They don't know their power. They don't have the skills to even be in charge of their life. So when we start talking about manifestation, wealth creation, entrepreneurship, most people will start saying, I don't have this, I don't have that. It's out of that tuning. The disempowered version of you cannot go out there and conquer and rule. You have so much work you need to go and do on behalf of your soul. Your body will do a lot of work, your mind will do a lot of work. But right now, if your mind and body is not in the ideal state, many people are stuck. You have dreams, you have hopes, you have aspiration, but you don't believe that it's possible. You don't think that you can. You feel restless, you feel limited, you feel you don't have this, you don't have that. That's what you have to unpack. That's the work in my scope, right? And then the Entrepreneurs Academy kicks in. However, many people, the power, okay, to even do what they're supposed to be doing, they feel limited, right? And I'm going to break down why, so that you are aware what you need to do. And the resources you need is available at my school, toyinumesiri.academy. Okay? So I said neck down, neck up, mind-body connection. Your mind is designed to train your body. It is designed to release, okay, energy for mobility, for action. It consumes energy, releases it to your body for your body to go out there and get things done by design. However, if the mind does not receive clear instructions, clear directions, and it is receiving confusing signals, what it is going to manifest in your body is the chemical composition of your thoughts. It manifests a reality in your body that is the chemical representation of the thinking. The things that are happening in your mind is produced in your body. And so I said, depending on how you came into this conversation, neck down, your body, you have to tune in. How do you feel? What do you embody? Right? Because confidence, capacity, abilities, force, energy, your impact in the world, who is going to carry it out? Your body. You have to pack a punch. And so if you feel that you don't have power, you don't have the energy in your body to show up, to do this, to build your business, to get promoted, if you don't feel mobilized, activated, motivated, inspired to take your action, I'm giving you clues. Your mind and body connection, your nervous system may have been tuned in a way that weakens you. You've been processing thoughts that has been releasing certain types of chemical composition into your body that doesn't give you it doesn't give you the power for progress. It actually gets you stuck. When I say get unstuck, it's like the car. If you press the brake, it stops, the car stops. If you press the accelerator, the car moves forward. There are certain chemical compositions that is like the brake, Trust me. If you apply those, if you think a certain way, I can't do this, I can't do that, I can't do this, I don't have this, I don't have this. Your mind processes that I can't. Okay, you can't do this, then I can't. The message of I can't is break, stop. And so your body is stopping and waiting for the next instruction. If I ask you, what do you want for dinner? And you say, I don't know. Your body will wait for you. It won't do anything until you give it clear instructions. I'm going a little bit technical now. We're going to start moving into technical. This is the human design. Understand the human design so that you also see how you are sabotaging yourself. If you don't give your mind clear instructions, the chemical it will release will get you stuck, because the human mind processes information. Unclear information will result in incomplete direction. Where are you going? You don't know. What do you want to eat? You don't know. Every time you enter a junction of life, turn right, turn left, when you say you don't know and you issue the instruction and you say to yourself you don't know, your mind will make your body experience stop. Right? You don't have clear, like you're not giving your body permission to move forward. So your body will say, okay, let's stop until you tell me what you want to eat for dinner, until you tell me where you're going. Okay, we're not moving. So you are the one locking your body. Your thoughts are the instructions that powers your energy. Your thoughts are the instructions that guides your energy and guides your life. So if you keep thinking thoughts of defeat, this, you are just applying break. You are telling your body, don't take any action because you don't know what you're doing. That's the instruction. That's the interpretation. You may not intend that, right? This is where ignorance doesn't help people. Educate yourself. This is the education of the moment, is that when you say you don't know, when you say you don't have, and you truly believe you don't have, you don't eat, you put yourself in a disempowered state, and your body will lose power. Your body interprets your thoughts as don't do anything, no. Just sit down until we receive further instructions and directions from the boss. Are you running your mind, or is your mind running you? Okay? Is that ultimately your body is the recipient of the manifestation of your thoughts and your belief system by design. You know it or you don't know it, this is how it works. But if you say, I want spaghetti, your mind will say, yes, sir. It will tell the body, go and make spaghetti. As the mind is trying to scan, do we have all the ingredients? Do we have all the ingredients? Right? This is the happy state. The mind will be happy. Yes, we have everything we need. We can make you happy. We can make you, because your mind is designed to serve you, the desires of your heart, by design. However, all of that can be hijacked when you don't know, when you're not in the driver's seat and you leave it on autopilot, because the mind can be exposed to instructions not good for your life. Let me say that again. When you are not in charge, unknowing to you, your mind may be reading, because the mind is always scanning your environment. If you find yourself in places where people are gossiping, people are lying, people are cheating, people are other confused people, your mind will be reading the thoughts of other people, and it will attempt to use it. It will use it as ingredients when it is right. That's why you start feeling what they feel. You start doing what they are doing. If you hang around a certain type of people that think a certain type of way, you exchange energetic charge, energetic thoughts, energetic ideas, and you start tuning yourself and start manifesting at the same vibration. That's why you have to be careful who you hang out with, what you listen to, the music you listen to, the books you read, the people you are speaking to, the people you are hanging out to. Because very, very soon, over a period of time, everybody tunes each other and they start behaving the same way, believing the same thing, acting the same, because agreement is what causes people to be in relationship. Right? When you're in a relationship with person, your mind will say you agree with this person, so you want your life to be like that person's life. By design. By design. I'm explaining the science and the spiritual aspects behind the things of this wisdom that we need to now apply. Okay, I'm going to go a little bit technical in a moment. Welcome, everyone. Thank you for joining. Drop your questions if you have them. Okay, good, good, good. So, still on number two, do you pay attention to your thoughts, to your emotions, to your feelings, to what you think is going to happen to you, right? Because you need that like that's one of the skills for manifestation, because you need to be tuning in to yourself. People tend to tune into you're reading the newspaper every day. What's happening in the world? Part of this assignment is what's happening within you. Okay? You please close attention to the messages encoded in you, in your body. So that neck down, I want you to do an exercise now. Okay? A physical exercise. Neck down, mind, body connection. Okay? What's going on is that if you embody, so if you've not processed emotions and all those things, many people tend to be physically not energetic, like in a way. How do I say this? When we talk about vibration, I've shared this before. um you carry energy, and your words, you know, it's like your energy vibrates to the tune of your thoughts, your words, your beliefs, and all of that. That's the creative potential. Okay. And your mind uses your thoughts, it's and energy, to first manifest emotions, like emotions, energy in motion, how energy flows in and out of you, and the type of energy charge you possess, okay, that you embody. Let me use the body, okay, that you carry on your frame. Okay. The type of I'm trying to use words that anybody can understand. So bear with me. That's why I'm not going to rush today's session, okay? Because I want you to digest this. Your nervous system, when you have thoughts, your mind passes instruction through your nervous system. You have nerves. It creates hormones, chemical compositions that it releases to your entire frame, your hands, all the parts of your body that moves. They receive electrical charge that produces chemical energy. This is the activation. It's like a car where you start the engine, right? You have to start the car. So part of the assignment of these hormones is to energize you, is to mobilize your body, to give your body the energy to run. If you need to run, if you need to do anything, your body, your physical body consumes energy. That's why if you don't burn enough energy, you start packing it in places, fat cells, right? You know that, right? But those fat cells, they are created by non-physical energy you can see. But over time, they can accumulate if you don't burn it, if you don't use it up. So if you need to run, if you need to do anything, if you need to walk, anything you need to do, if you need to think as a being, you consume a whole lot of energy. We eat food, your body extracts energy, sends it to your cells. Your cells are powered by energy. Okay? So, whenever you need to do anything, whenever you need to perform anything, whenever you need to create a new reality, part of manifestation, whenever you need to manifest, trust me, you need serious energy. Like serious thinking is hard work. Processing your emotions, you will slow down for that. It's like food. When you eat food, people feel sleepy because the digestion of food burns a lot of energy. You have to slow down for that biological process. So that's why I said earlier, if you're hasty, you're here, you're there, you're there, you're there, you're just making yourself more confused. It doesn't help the matters, because your mind will still, at night when you're sleeping, that 8 hours, whatever you don't process during the day when you are awake, your mind will still attempt to process it while you are sleeping. And it may have conclusions. It may have questions for you. It may have, right? And it may make conclusions that may or may not be in your favor. That's why it's actually better to process your thoughts before you sleep, when you wake up, because you are in a conscious state. You can direct your life better. But when you sleep, it goes into the autopilot. Your mind is processing things, all the things you scrolled through, all the books you read, all your belief system, all the people you talked about, good, bad, ugly. Trust me, your mind will take all of that information and use it to manufacture. That's why when you wake up in the morning, check how you feel when you wake up in the morning. When you wake up in the morning, it gives you a clue, okay, of this processing and the thoughts your mind just finished processing for you while you were sleeping. And that's why when you wake up in the morning, you can reprogram, you're supposed to reprogram and make sure you adjust that stuff. Because if you start your day still on autopilot, listen, you don't know what your mind has processed overnight, if it's in your favor or not. Okay. So let's do an exercise. Because when people feel stuck physically, or when people haven't processed their emotion, there's a certain way you carry your frame, your body. When we talk about confident people, listen, confident people are carrying their energy. They have the ability and the confidence to do tasks. So one thing I want you to do, if you do this way, and try doing this. Punch, for those who are on the audio, try punching, like open your hands and then punch. Try your left hand, punch. Try your hand and your right hand, punch. Try it again. I'm not there. If you were in a class, I will make you do it physically. I won't go on until you do it. So drop your pen, drop your paper. Try to punch. Try to punch. Do it a few times. Do it a few times. What do you feel? Right? Does it land? This is the power. Is it weak? Is it weak? Does you want to test how, right? That's why those in sports, those who do physical activities, they pack a lot of energy in their frame, in their body. Okay? They throw a punch, they have impact. Left hand, you also have to practice your left hand. Many people don't use their left hand. So part of this practice, if you really want to train yourself, use your left hand a lot. This is my left hand. Okay? Use your left hand to do many things. Use your right hand to do many things. You are sending a lot of signals to your frame. You are packing power. You're checking your impact. Those who do boxing, those who do sports, they carry energy. When you use your body, okay, you will know how to pack a lot of power. Okay, because ultimately, your body is going to do a lot of work for you in the physical realm. It's going to show up for you. Speaking is going to speak. It's going to represent you when you stand on a stage. When we read your body language, when we assess you, when we say micro messaging, ultimately your body is the recipient of all the processing of your mind. Your mind is supposed to train your body to be active. Okay? And many people who haven't done it, you realize that you'll be like, oh, you'll be tired, right? You really want to, this is the impact. Try that exercise every morning. You realize that when you wake up in the morning, if you wake up and you're ready to go and you try this, you will wake up. Your body is ready to go. And if you're like, you know that you still have to train your body. You have to prepare your body for the day. That's why exercising, those who wake up in the morning, you want to pump a lot of, right? You want to put your body in a state where it is ready to do for you. And that is tied to your mind-body connection. You want to put your body in a state where it has abilities, skill. When we start talking about skill set, experience, confidence, your body is the one to wear all of that. And if you've been processing negative thoughts, negative emotions, listen, you'll be saying, I can't, you don't this, right? You will, this exercise will give you a clue what power you pack in your frame. And if your body is obeying you, yeah, you can try doing multiple things at the same time. Okay? I've given you an exercise you can do every day because your body has work to do. That's why movement, mobility, whether you dance, whether you stroll, whether you walk, right? Is that ultimately the performance, yeah? Performance, leadership, everything you're going to do here physically for your business, believability, energetic charge, all of it, you need your body to be awakened. I said all of that to just help you understand that many people only use their mind, they don't use their body. So you think, you consume content. You're reading books, but you're not taking action. You're not taking any physical action. You're not moving. You're not burning energy. You're not taking anything. You're not doing things physically. You're not engaging your body. The question is why? If you continue to say, I can't, I don't have this, you have put a break. You are the one holding yourself back. But in order to get unstuck, you need to put your body, your frame in an energetic, mobile, like you need to use your body, exercise, get that stuff pumping, like get the life flow, right? The life, the energy flow, get it into your hands, your legs, your body, all parts of you, because ultimately your power, if you're a leader, but when people read body language, your body packs a lot of information about who you are, how confident you are, your skills level, your experience level. You wear it on your body. It's not just your, so many people say I'm smart, right? Smart is from here, smart. But abilities, skills, competency is how you train your body. Speaking on a stage, neck down. Because if you just stand, imagine standing on a stage and you're just speaking intelligently and your body is like standing still, not moving, not free. People be like, what's wrong with this person? It's odd. So you engage your body in your manifestation process because your body is going to do a lot of work. I've beaten this down, right? It's so important. Let's see. I think there's a comment out there. I need to do this gratitude. Okay, gratitude. Yes, yes. I'm sure, like if we were in class, we would have seen all of you. This exercise, you will be so surprised. You will, trust me, you will be so surprised because only people who take actions will pack a punch. Only people who have exercised, because for you to be able to do this and feel a force and feel impact or be able to give somebody a punch in a powerful way, trust me, you don't get it overnight. Most people would use their mind to argue, no, okay. So yes, so try that exercise every day. It's just a clue, because you actually have to give yourself permission to show up into the world, right? To be a force in the world. So that exercise will highlight a lot of things for you, right? For you to throw a punch and pack a punch, you have confidence, and your left hand or your right hand can receive, right? Because this is also part of trigger. If you've not trained yourself on these skills, you'll be like weaker. This. So it's giving and receiving, right? Giving and receiving. You know how to give, you know how to receive with strength, you know how to give. When people give you feedback, you have the shock absorber in your system. Okay, good. Let's get into technical stuff today. Okay, so that's just intro, powerful intro. Thank you, everybody joining. If you have questions, drop it. Okay, now as you look at the screen, okay, I've added more information from the last edition. You see, I want, I can, I have. Let me speak through this because your power lies in those messaging. If I ask you, what do you want? And you tell me you don't know, you've just weakened yourself. If you don't have clarity around the things you want, Who is going, like, who will do that work for you? Who will, who is supposed to quiet down and discern what do you really want? Bible will say, ask and you shall receive. But what are you, if you don't know what you want, that means you don't know what to ask for. And this shows up in a lot of relationships. What do you want? I don't know. Just buy me anything. Anytime you start saying anything goes, trust me, your mind will just be doing anything as well. Because that becomes the instruction. Anything that comes out of you, your mind does not challenge you. Your mind obeys you. And so if you issue instructions of confusion, of I don't know, I can't do da, 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 your mind will produce that feeling in your body, the emotions in your body, and soon enough, your body would be stuck. Like will manifest those thoughts. So in order to unpack and release your power to prosper, you need to gain clarity. That's why the emotional intelligence classes in my school helps you process your heart, right? Because trust me, life has happened. Depending on how old you are, life has happened. You've carried a lot of stuff, baggages, stories of this, what is possible, what you've tried before, didn't work. So letting go of your past is part of this process, because part of your past may be the baggage that is keeping you stuck. Because those stories of your past that did not yield the results you want, you still embody the trauma, the history. And so your body is still frozen by the last trauma, whether it's major or minor, or disappointment or confusion. Part of emotional processing is to clear those things out so that new instructions can flow and then you can be more energized. It takes a lot of coaching, one-on-one support, because each person's story, each person's reality is different. That's why we do this work in my school at toyinumesiri.academy. HTTPS semicolon, right? Is that colon / Toyin, my first name, last name, one word, .academy. Put that in the browser. I invite you to join us today. So how you unlock your power is I want. I want. And your I want has to be void of doubts, limitation, confusion, fears. Human design. Because if you say, I don't want, what's your mind going to do? It will translate it to I can't, and it will send it to your body. And your body would also say, you don't have, lack. That's that cycle. The heart, the mind, the body. This is the positive thinking. And in order to do this well, you actually have to trust yourself. That's how you have to raise your vibration. You have to start operating at a higher level to really maximize what I'm teaching today. You have to believe yourself that what you want, you can get. What you want will manifest. What you want will be. If you are still doubting any of the things I just shared, and you introduce doubt into your mind will use that doubt and create the limitations you are experiencing in your body. It's like one leg on accelerator, another leg on stop. One leg on accelerator, another leg on stop. Think of stop as your doubts. You don't have this, you don't have this. So it's saying stop, don't move forward. We don't have everything we need for the journey. That's how it's being interpreted, right? Is that your body interprets all negativity as stop. Right? And so when it says, you said stop, and now it has stopped, and energy is not flowing, right? Because of your own thoughts. So processing your emotions is, if you want to now say go, the only way you're going to get go from your body, where more energy flows into your body, is you go back to your belief system. What do you now want? Yesterday you said you didn't want this. What do you want today? If you still say you don't know, your mind will say to your body, he doesn't know, she doesn't know. Okay, your body will say, okay, let's wait. So many people being stuck means your body is waiting for you to give it permission to move forward. Your body is waiting for you to give it permission for progress. So it's now you who has to feed your mind. Okay, so that your mind can train your body and release energy to your body. Your mind will hold back energy from your body until you give it permission to move forward. So anytime you use negative thinking, you don't have this, you don't have that, you don't have this, your mind will take that as information and direction and then sends it to your body, and your body will you will experience in your body that. Now, the healthy way to unlock your power to prosper is to start using higher vibration programming, higher vibration thinking that releases more energy into your reality. There are certain thoughts, negative thoughts. I don't have this, you can't do this, is beneath your being. God didn't design your being to be saying I can't, because you can do all things through Christ that strengthens you. All things are possible to them that believe. Is that the original design that God has and created your frame? People, what's been going on is we've been abusing the design because we don't know how we are designed. If a car manufacturer says only use this oil, and you say, yo, no, you have a better idea, and you start using a fake oil, when that car starts malfunctioning, is because of lack of instruction and ignorance. You didn't read the manual to obey the direction of the founder, the person who made the car. The person who made the car made the oil that will make the car perform wonders. You think you are smarter, you start pouring kerosene inside your car, a car made for diesel or gas or what's it called, petrol. You are pouring kerosene. When the car stops working, whose fault is it? You. You were not designed to be processing negative thoughts. I can't do this. Because the God in you, God gave you his spirit, and he knows the life force he gives you, the energy he gave you, the superior intelligence he gives you can create any outcomes you desire. He knows that. You need to know that. So God did not program, I cannot do this. Because he can do it. The life force he gave you and I, the trust is that anything you want, boom. Anything you say you want, you can do, you can do. Anything you say you want, that's by design because of the potency of the life force of God in you. Now, if you degrade that life force with your thinking and you drag it down, you vibrate at the frequency of your own thoughts. You degrade your car that was meant for high, this type of reality. You started taking it anywhere. Recklessness. Your mind that is supposed to be right designed for creativity, beautiful things, beautiful life, progressive thoughts, bright business, productivity, prosperity, manifestation, wealth. That's how you were designed for success. You now start throwing kerosene, bad thinking, bad thoughts, and your mind will not stop you. It will just take those thoughts and still feed you the food. Instead of eating organic, you start eating, junk food. Your mouth will not tell you don't eat. You open your mouth, you put it inside, it will just go, it will attempt to extract the little nutrients from the junk food. But trust me, it's not nutritious. So the healthy way is the conversation between your heart and your mind. Remember at the beginning I said, is your mind ruling your life, or are you controlling your mind? Is your mind in control, or you are in control of your mind? Because if you're in control of your mind, you're supposed to say, come. I want this. Full stop. And your mind will say, okay. These are your desires. And your mind is programmed to look at your desires. There's a particular settings, right? When you talk about human design, I'm just giving you highlights. Go and take my class, toyinyumesiri.academy. Take it today, change your life. So, instruction, if you say, I want this is what I want. We're going into manifestation now. But in order for you to say, I want, you need to have done a lot of work on yourself. A whole lot of work, because many people are coming to this conversation without agency, autonomy, clarity, with confusion, doubt, limitation. You have to clear all of that. That's where coaching, inner work is important, because until you clear your doubts, until you clear all those things, you have to do a lot of work. Many people, out of their hearts, okay, when they don't believe, because belief comes out of your heart, value system comes out of your heart. When you believe you want something and you can get it, you're supposed to say, mind, I want this. I want to be a doctor. I want to be a lawyer. I want to be a millionaire. I want to be a business owner. I want to go to this. I want to travel abroad. I want to do this. I want to do that. I want to that's I want a wife. I want a husband. I want this. I want that. I want this. Like, do you see? First, go back to that exercise. No confusion, no doubt. This is what I want. Authoritative. That's where your power is. You must speak to your mind with your most authoritative voice. Audacity. Give me this. I'm going here. I want this. As serious as you are, your mind will take you seriously. If you are not serious, your mind will not take you seriously. If you are confused, you confuse your mind. If you are doubting, right, your mind will go where you're going. Okay, where you want to go. Now, when you say I want, here's where things get quite dynamic. Your mind will then unpack, what does it take to create the reality you want? You want spaghetti. What do you want for dinner? I want spaghetti. Okay. See, that spaghetti is not magical, right? Manifestation is not magic. Your mind is logical. Okay. If this is where you're going, if this is what this person says he wants, it will now plan backward. What are the different things that has to happen for this to be true? Your mind is a storyteller. It will now say, for you to make spaghetti, what do we need? The destination is spaghetti, the conclusion is spaghetti. She wants spaghetti. I'm going to create spaghetti for her. But because this is not magic, manifestation is not magic. Spaghetti is not just going to spaghetti. No. This is creative potential. The mind creates. So what the mind is going to attempt to do, when you say, I want spaghetti, I want to do this, I want that, clearly, excuse me. So the mind, based on the knowledge, this is the key now, please pay attention. Based on the education, based on the exposure, based on the information that your mind has gathered all through your years, your past, your memories, your abilities, all the books you've read, okay, based on all the programming, your mind knows how to search inside you, because it is trying to figure out how to produce what you say you want. If you've never learned how to cook spaghetti, your mind will start giving you, I don't know. This is the power of knowledge. Please, this is the most important. It's very, very important what I'm sharing now. You can manifest anything, but trust me, the knowledge of how to create that new reality, your mind will be in search of it, because it wants to produce it. So when you say you want to build a house, do you know how to build a house? Have you trained yourself? Have you read the books? Have you exposed yourself? Do you have contractors? So your mind will attempt to attract. Remember, I talk about attraction. This is the law of attraction in manifestation. Your mind will attempt to draw towards you, right? Attract all of the raw materials required to create what you say you want. It uses energy to pull in Pulling. It fetches information, it fetches energy, it uses up because it's about to present a plan, a game plan, how to cook spaghetti. Because again, this manifestation is not magic. It's not magic. It is very practical, it's very logical. It's emotional, based on your desires, beliefs, right? But faith, ability is part of this. The substance of things hoped for, the evidence of things not seen is practical. Many people over spiritualize this and bringing it down so that you can appreciate how it lands in your body. When you say, I want dinner, your mind is a super computer, super machine. It will compute, attempt to compute based on the information at its disposal, the best, most optimized route and approach to produce what you say you want. And it knows what you have, what you don't have. That's why you have to have belief, because your mind can now say there's no salt. It will start pointing out, remember those limitations, right? In practical ways, you want to eat spaghetti. I want to cook spaghetti for you, but in my attempt to cook spaghetti, it appears salt, no tomatoes, onions, not enough. It will bring that information through the body, because your body will now stand up, go to the pantry, attempt to cook it. I can't see this, I can't this, because it has a list now. It knows what to do. When it knows how to do certain things, it's now looking for the right instructions and ingredients to mix it all up. When your body is attempting to cook it, and as soon it says, oh, no salt, your body will be gripped with, should I say it? I don't have. It has encountered an obstacle. Here's where it gets very, very, very dynamic. When it submits that reaction to missing salt, the body has sensation. It wanted to put salt, now no salt. When your heart receives that reaction, this is where it gets dynamic. If you don't have power to override it, to now go back to your mind and say, don't worry, let's go to the supermarket. Release more energy, because now it's going to take longer than it was supposed to take because there was no salt. If you don't have the power and the intellectual programming skill or reprogramming skill to say, no, there's no need to panic. I'm willing to give you more resource. In fact, bring out money. Let's take the car. Let's go to the social market, right? Supermarket, get salt. I'm going to eat spaghetti. Because at that point, many people start changing their mind. Okay, if there's no spaghetti, okay, what is the next best thing? If there's no salt, okay, I'll settle for, okay, what if we go to drive-through? This is when you start computing and changing your wants. Because you went one circle. Think of this as a journey. I want this. The mind tried to say, okay, I can cook it. I know how. Your body attempts to cook it, encounters an obstacle, tells you there's no salt. Now you have an opportunity. Do you want to eat saltless spaghetti? Do you want to go to the market to get the salt and tomatoes? Or do you want to start the process all over again and say, okay, let's wipe that out. No more spaghetti. Let's eat rice. Do we have rice? You start that process again. But instead of going round and round, okay, in a very healthy, peaceful way, many people, several things happen. If you say, I want, before you even say I want, many people don't even believe that success is for them. So first of all, they cut their desire. Do you want to start a business? Well, business, I have a job now. Do you want to be a millionaire? Millionaire, I have no doubt. So many things can happen. Many people cannot say, I want this, because they're lacking the confidence, they're lacking the belief to believe they can manifest it. So that's one place you need to work on. There are programs in my school for that. The next place where things can happen is when you say, okay, I want to start a business. I want to start a business. Now you take a leap of faith. Now you say, I desire. Now you say, I'm ready to do the work. When your mind hears you that you want to go out there and do something, and then you've never trained yourself, You don't know how to make spaghetti. You want to build a business. You don't have the knowledge. You didn't go to Toyo Mesiri Academy School, School of Academy, Entrepreneur, School of Entrepreneur. You didn't go to Quantum Leap Academy. You didn't enroll in a program. You didn't take our classes on branding, marketing, and sales. And your mind, you want your mind to perform at a realm you haven't trained it for. This is the fight, right? Your mind attempts to manifest and produce your spaghetti, but you don't know how to make spaghetti. You've never made spaghetti in your life. You've never built a business. You've never built a house. You've never done this. This is the power of training and education. Is that you need to feed your mind good nutrition, okay? Just like you feed your body organic, good food, your mind eats knowledge, wisdom. It eats information, books, guides, because ultimately it uses that information to, right, program the outcome of your life. That's all it has. That's why you cannot manifest above your consciousness. What you don't know, you cannot produce. Because again, this is not magical. This is logical. What your mind knows how to do, it will do for you. What it doesn't know how to do, it will tell you, I don't know. And that I don't know, your body will be stuck again. I don't. Any negativity, I don't, I can't, I won't, I this. The body cannot move forward. Why? Because the power and the instruction and the knowledge to achieve progress, you haven't invested in it. Can you ever see somebody that says, I want to be a doctor? I want to be a doctor. Yes, go and train your mind. Go and pour the books. Because the duties and the performance of a doctor requires intelligence and knowledge. So when you don't embody the knowledge, you don't install the knowledge, your body cannot perform the duties, cannot become. And if it cannot become, it cannot. When you cannot, when the mind does not have enough information, training, education, enlightenment, exposure to give to you whatever your desires are, it will tell your body, I can't. You want to go to California. How do we get there? Where's the roadmap? You don't want to buy the roadmap. Where is the car? You don't want to pay for the car. Where is the airline ticket? You don't want to buy airline ticket. And you are telling your mind to move your body in a direction you haven't invested. This is when we start saying invest in yourself. It's like telling you to feed your body good food. That's a no-brainer, guys. It's a no-brainer. It's like me begging you, please eat good food. Carbohydrates, protein, balanced diet. Your body needs it. That's child's play. By now, people ought to understand that whatever you feed your mind is what your mind will use to produce your life. But people don't know this. So when your mind is acting confused, I want to build a business, it doesn't know. You've not read the books, you've not taken classes, you've not spent time with other people that can show you the way, and your mind needs this information. And now you are telling your mind to go and be dumpster diving on the world of internet. How do you think your mind feels? It's like the car. The car, you said, let's go. The car said, put gas now. Buy gas. And you're saying, no, I'm not going to buy gas. I'm going to go get sand. You should be able to run on sand. When your car stops working, you did that to yourself. The car is, I can take you anywhere, but I need gas. Find money. Gas me up so that we can move forward and become productive. People will be like, no, gas is too expensive. Knowledge is too expensive. What is expensive is that ignorance stops people from manifesting higher levels. Because the higher you want to go, the richer you must be in intelligence and knowledge. Breaking news. Breaking news. Your CEO, vice presidents, anybody that is occupying places of power. Listen, the way you dominate and rule in this world is superior knowledge, superior intelligence, activated with power. That's how you rule. In business, in politics, in all the even spiritual dimension. The reason you listen to your pastor is because he's reading the Bible more than you. He knows something you don't know. right? And he has something you don't have. The reason you are listening to me today is because of my superior intelligence. What I have studied, what I have gone to the depths to uncover, the investment I've made in myself makes you listen to me. Who is going to listen to you if you don't pack that knowledge? Oh, wake up. Thank you. Listen, welcome. We say it so that nobody will say, oh, this, I don't know what you mean. You will know what I mean. I'm very direct. I'm fierce and direct. Because I'm not talking to 6 kids. This is for grown up only, mature people. So now, the mind God has given you is a tool to manifesting. But God said people perish for lack of knowledge. You have all the power, all the faculty, all of it, but you are refusing to gas yourself up, activate, unlock, unleash. Knowledge is your power. You are refusing to eat good food. You go 21 days. Listen, you don't eat good food. Your body will show you, your mind will show you lack of knowledge. Part of lack of knowledge is confusion. All of this dysregulation. When you don't know who you are, you don't know what you can have. It's a symptoms of you don't know what you need to know, so you can't do what you want to do. But all things are possible to them that believe, because part of your belief, show me faith without action. Because now you need to know step by step what to do. So the LD way is to make sure you put your mind in a place where it can say, I can do all things. And for it to gain the confidence, it doesn't lie. So it has to know without a shadow of that. This is the birthplace of confidence. Your abilities, your skills will speak for you. That's why Bible says, if you find a man who is diligent, who is highly skilled, he will stand before kings, not mere men. Because abilities make you go up, 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 up in life. Superior abilities, knowledge, all of that. So I'll start wrapping up for today. I don't want to go to today's zone too long, but I know I've packed stuff, good stuff here. Your mind needs to be trained to perform at the levels that will make your heart happy. So when people hold back from their mind, you don't read the book, you don't invest in the classes, you don't learn, you don't expose your mind, you don't travel, you don't meet people, you just stay in the dimension where you are, and you are open to manifest higher levels. Listen, only the information your mind can access, that's all it's got. Whatever you read in school, whatever books you've that's why the mind eats information. It loves information. But what's happening with social media today is the quality of the information on social media is it rich? Ask yourself, is it rich enough to produce, to make you a doctor, to make you a lawyer, to make you an engineer, to make you a millionaire, to make you a business owner? So I'm not saying there's no general knowledge out there and things to keep you scrolling for 4 hours. After 4 hours is right. Your mind tries to use everything. When you sleep at night, oh, has he given me food? It looks like all this TikToking, all the things you'll be doing, and say, oh, this is not helpful. It trashes it. Tomorrow it's excited and it thinks, oh, maybe today you will see the information you need, and so you search. You're searching all the internet, and then you sleep at night again. The mind scans it. This guy says he wants to do this. He wants to be a millionaire. He wants to be a business owner. Has he been reading the books? Does he have the information? Does he have the knowledge? No. He's not feeding me the knowledge. We cannot do this. So many people carry their ideas. 5 years later, they've not manifested. 5 years later, you've not manifested. What is keeping you? Lack of knowledge, lack of skill, because you need knowledge, right? To the know-how, how to. I'm not talking about general, I'm not talking about inspiration, motivation, this. There are different kinds of knowledge that I break down in my school. The one I'm talking about is step by step. Go here, then do this, because that's how I teach in my school. Do this, then do that. After do this, you see roadmaps, then do this, because we are not about to confuse you. Confusion makes people get stuck. So I want must be converted by your mind with I can. Faith. I'm ready to go. I've been fired up with a sense of possibility. And when he says I can, and he starts attempting to, when he starts telling you what's missing, your job is to be removing the barriers to your success. Whenever your mind says we don't have salt, your job is to go and find salt. When your mind says I need to know about marketing, your job is to go and learn about marketing. When your mind says, oh, how do we brand? Your job is to go and learn branding. When your mind says, oh, I need an investor, your job is to go and find its investor. So your mind will be giving you the shopping list of your life. You want spaghetti? We need salt. We need what spaghetti? We need tomatoes. We need onion, boiling water, pots, pan, fire to go, plates, forks, knife. Your mind will present you a shopping list, okay, of what will get you what you say you want. Now it is up to you to decide. Are you willing to invest the money, time, energy to go and shop for those things, or you want to give it away? Meaning, tell your mind, you know what, forget it. That's what people are doing today. It's too much. It's too expensive. Spaghetti is too expensive, so let's go for McDonald's drive-through. Shortcut of life. So many people are manifesting survival because they're not ready to pay and invest the full shopping list of what it takes to manifest what God is telling them. They don't want to kill the Goliath. They don't want to do the work. They don't want to take the action. And yet they say, God, listen, you will invest time, energy, and resources. You will go on your knees. You will pray. You will desire. You will knock on doors. You will ask. You will seek. You would, for marketing, sales. You want to build a business and you don't want to ask people. You don't want to knock on doors. You don't want to write contract, proposals. You want to work with government. You don't want to learn grant writing. Who? You will manifest at the level you are ready to work for. That's all you get, what you are ready to work for. And God will bless the work of your hand. That's the multiplication that you cannot multiply. God's rules, sowing and reaping. There is a blessing of multiplication on everybody's work. Be fruitful, multiply, replenish the earth, subdue it. That multiplication is the divine direction. That's God's work. But you will submit your own work for the multiplication. 0 times 0, 0. God wants to multiply your work, you are submitting 0. When rain comes, the farmer that has sowed a seed will be singing and thanking and singing praises to God because multiplication is here. The person that has not sowed a seed will be complaining about the rain. Economic opportunities. When we start reading economic opportunities, those who are sold, who have built businesses, they will be, welcome, customer, clients, come, go to my, go, we will give it. But the people who 5 years ago, God told you to start a business, you didn't sow. Where is the reaping? You didn't learn, you didn't travel, you didn't get a mentor, you didn't get a coach, and you're telling me, good luck with that. It's the wake-up call. Okay? Let me wrap it up here. You have questions? Join us in my academy. Okay? Toyin, Academy. Listen, I had a session with one of my clients today. This is life changing. When I say quantum leap, you're not going to find this anywhere else in the world. This is the most advanced program in the world. Trust me. I do projects for United Nations. I design, right? I've trained entrepreneurs from over 38 countries. This is a global assignment. You're not going to find anything like this anywhere in the world. Nobody's doing this. Nobody. At any level, nobody. This is the best coaching, best transformational program you can find in the Quantum Leap Academy. Trust me. You can't find it anywhere else. I'm the best in the world at what I do. I can put it out publicly because we work with the best, right? I served as a strategy for Fortune 1, the world's largest company, right? CEOs of the world's largest, they listen to me. Whether I'm in the boardroom or this or that, or working with God, the world's leaders listen to me. It's on social media. People, trust me, interesting stuff happens on social media. And it's part of this mind work. When you want something, but your mind, if you're not controlling your mind will be playing games on you. And part of the games an untrained mind does it kills destiny. It will be telling you, I don't have this, I don't have that. Instead of you overriding it and saying, you know what, I'm going to invest. I'm going to go shopping. You want to build a house. The house will tell you cement, steel, laborers, plumber, electrician. When you now decide you don't want to pay an electrician, you don't want to pay a plumber, you don't want to buy this, buy that, keep your house in the imaginary world. It doesn't manifest in the physical realm, because to manifest things in physical realm, it eats up energy, it eats up resources to produce anything in this world in the physical realm. I don't mean in your imagination. You can dream, you can have ideas, receive it spiritually, but to manifest, remember I said it's not magic. To manifest the laws of this realm that God will not abuse, the laws of this realm, okay, is that substance, energy, okay, must be converted, must be consumed, converted, transferred. Remember the punch. You will do work, okay, and God will bless, amplify, multiply, increase, quantum leap your labor, because there are energetic things you have no control over, but the one you have control over is what I'm sharing with you today. This is the power of prayer, of belief, of possibilities, that you are wired with power. However, you have to activate and unlock that power by your own behavior, your own thoughts, your own belief system, your own action. It's all now in your hands. It's now all in, responsible. You're responsible for this. It's all in your hands. It's all up to you, right? God has given you all power in heaven and on earth. Here you go. Your superior mind, here you go. Heart, energy, here you go. Life force, here you go. Body, everything, here you go. And it's now like, what food are you going to cook tonight? You're saying, oh, I'm hungry, I'm hungry. Listen, God say, go and cook that food. Now, if you're a baby, God will say somebody else should cook for you. You have a job, an employer has done the work, he will give you salary. You just stay there, relax, build your 401k, happy, happy, happy. That's all God will do. But higher dimensions of opportunities, when you start wanting to climb higher and higher and higher and higher and higher, God will start teaching you how to cook. Right? He won't be cooking for you. And in fact, nobody will be cooking for you. Wake up, welcome. This is quantum leap when it comes to manifestation, is that when you have a job, nothing wrong with it, fantastic opportunity, your employer has done a whole lot of stuff that you don't have to worry about. Just do what they're hiring you to do a great job. Your negotiated salary will be in your account. Keep praying for your employer, that God blesses your employer. Live a good life, get your 401k retirement, do that stuff, love it, provide for your family, fantastic. However, if God is saying, right, what your employer did to start your company, and I want you to do it for other people, listen, that's when you have that's the mature. What God wants to teach you is not survival. It's not. He's going to want to train your hands, train your mind to perform at a realm where, listen, when they start saying boss, you are the boss. Yeah, it's a different mindset. That's why my book, Mindset of an Entrepreneur, I tell you, if you're going from corporate to entrepreneurship here in the US, don't bring your employee mindset to this game. It doesn't work. It fails. Yeah, you have to rewire. We have to refocus. So this message is for those who want beyond your day job, right? Legacy, impact, transformation, leadership, higher levels of success. Even if you're in a company, you rise higher, VP above, right? Quantum leap will take you. When you start thinking the way they're supposed to think, higher vibration, right? You understand the human condition, your own beliefs. You can now be responsible for other people. You now have the skills to work with people. It's people skills that help you quantum leap. It's not just what you read in school. It's not your certificate. Your certificate will get you a job. These are life skills that will get you to build legacy, impact, transformation at higher levels of success. So join us. This is for everybody in the world. ToyinUmesiri.academy. I know somebody wrote, somebody, I don't know who you are. They put a comment yesterday after they listened to one of my videos, and the person said, how come I've never known you? How come I've never met you before? How come I've never heard about it? I was just smiling. Please, thank you for coming. Now you know we've been out here. Thank God for the algorithm bringing new people. Please share, like, comment, subscribe, and then join us. We are cooking delicious food. We are changing lives at toyinumesiri.academy. Thank you so much.